Online shopping grew to its biggest level during the first year of the pandemic, nearly $200 billion. The FBI says internet crime has followed that growth, with reports quadrupling over pandemic levels, before the pandemic levels, I should say. Our cybersecurity expert, Dave Hatter, is with us this morning for some Black Friday and Cyber Monday reminders. I've already been shopping, Dave. Good to see you. We know there are all kinds of scams, but let's focus on those specific to shopping. Talk about some of the ways they rope people in.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Sheila. Been shopping too. Yeah, unfortunately, it's never been easier because I can go out, copy a legitimate website, Walmart, Target, Amazon, whatever, set up a website, usually in some cloud-based service somewhere. I might make the domain name one character different, so maybe like replace A in Target with an @ sign. And the bad guys know people aren't really paying attention. They're going to send out phishing emails, phishing texts. They might even call you on the phone. That's become a thing here lately. With all the data leaks of email addresses and phone numbers that are out there. And I would remind folks, it's in addition to spoofing a website, it's really easy to spoof an email address or a phone number too. You get a call, it may not have originated from that phone number. So you got to be really skeptical. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't click on the links you get in an email. Go to a known reputable website, Target, Walmart, go somewhere wherever you want to shop on your own. Find it on your own.
Yeah. What about the social media? What about the social media ads? Because it seems like my Instagram and Facebook are full of them. I don't click on them. If I see something I think I'm interested in, I go to the company website and look for it. Is that the best thing to do?
That is the best thing to do, Sheila. That's being smart, because there's nothing that would stop a bad guy from potentially taking over your friend's account, or they'll do something called search engine poisoning. I can put fake ads into Google. Google has a gigantic database of this stuff. They can't know exactly what's fake every time.
Wow.
So, one of the things the FBI pointed out recently is, and the FTC as well, they both have a lot of great tips on their website. They'll come after you any way they can. They know where people are. They're going to go where people are. They want to steal your money and your data. So your approach is exactly right. Don't click the links. Go do the research. Get to these websites on your own, and try to stick to more reputable vendors where you're dealing with someone legitimate.
So once you do that, what are some other tips? Like, should you always buy with a credit card instead of cash? Your online security, you're always talking about strong passwords, things like that.
Yeah, you touched on a couple of important ones, but I'd throw out there, with the supply chain issues as they are today, a lot of people may be forced to buy stuff from sites like eBay or Craigslist, that kind of thing. So do your homework. Don't send someone money up front. Meet in a safe place. If you have to meet someone in person to do an exchange, like a city building or a police department where there are going to be people and cameras. And then again, healthy dose of skepticism. It's better to use a credit card than a debit card because your fraud is more limited. Check your bank statements. Use a strong, unique password on every account. Multi-factor authentication. You pointed out, Sheila, the FBI has mentioned that cybercrime has spiked. They want your money. They want your data. They will defraud you any way they can. You got to be super skeptical, especially now when they know most people are going to be doing more shopping online. And again, because of supply chain issues, you may be more inclined to buy something at a site maybe you've never used before, or try to buy something used. You're going to have to be extra cautious this year.
Yeah, and not only do you might get scammed in terms of them taking your money, but you might get a product that's really shoddy or not really the product you thought you were buying, right?
Yeah, or maybe they just never shows up, right? Or shows up 3 months later or something. So, while you can't really believe any online reviews because those are often faked as well, do the best homework you can. Check out a seller's background. Use a site like the Better Business Bureau to see if a vendor is known for some type of fraud. So the good news, Sheila, is there's a lot of opportunities to do some of this research and to try to vet things before you plunk down your hard-earned money on this stuff. But at the same time, virtually anything can be faked. And if you don't learn anything else from this today, it's easy to spoof things. You're going to have to be skeptical and to some extent, do your own research to try to make sure that you're dealing with a legitimate seller, whether that's a business or an individual.
Yeah, and the Federal Trade Commission has a website. If you want to report being scammed, or if you think you have a problem or want to make a complaint, just go to that government website. Dave Hatter, always good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you too, Sheila. Have a great holiday, and always a pleasure.
Thank you.